ACC version 1.7 was recently released. With it came the British DLC pack, which included 3 new tracks, 40 new liveries, and 70 new drivers, and a dedicated British GT season, allowing for mixed class races. Today we'll be taking a look at Donington Park, reviewing the track on detail, system performance, and overall enjoyment. Lastly, I'll also cover a few tips for improving your lap times around this new track. If you enjoyed today's video, why not give this video a like and subscribe for more content like this. Links to all of my socials can be found in the description below. Starting off with the overall design of the track, on screen now is the rather large Donington Park. The track is highly detailed and definitely follows the high standards set by Kunos across all their tracks. Taking a look at the area around Donington, you will notice all the usual things in place, but beyond the limits of the track, the Kunos team have taken the time to recreate a few landmarks unique to the area, including the Grand Prix bar, and some of the signs on the spectator side of the fence have even been added just in case you happen to try and get some lovely cinematic shots of the track. The track looks great in both the wet and dry, as care has been taken to recreate it and its unique surroundings. When racing, these details fly by us, but the key areas have been given enough focus for us to enjoy the track. Focusing on the pit lane where we will be tinkering with our setups, again I was impressed with how well Kunos have modelled the area. The crew on the pit wall, pit boxes, and other buildings have been created with laser precision. Like the other 2 tracks in the DLC, I am happy to say the track feels British. Looking at the performance of this track now. I'm racing on PC, so this may not be as important for console users. I would recommend to watch this section though. After testing the track in the dry and wet with my current graphics settings, I was surprised to find that I was getting 90 to 110 FPS in the dry, which was somewhat disappointing. I was hoping to get 110 to 120 FPS. However, in the wet, I was able to get around 130 to 150 FPS. While running the track in both weather conditions, the force feedback felt great. I'm yet to encounter any glitches or bugs of this track. Overall, the track seems well optimized. Keep in mind, I'm running a 1060 6GB at 1080p. In terms of performance, during the dry it was running good, but I was pleasantly surprised at how well it ran in the wet on my system. Now for a full run through of the track, I'll give you some friendly advice. I will be running the track in the wet. The only difference between this and the dry run is that I'm not using the curbs as much and that the brake points are slightly earlier. I'll explain some of these points as we go through the run. For turn 1, make sure to use the space off to the left before turning in. In the dry, you can abuse the curbs around here. In the wet, stay off them as much as you can, especially in the braking and accelerating zones. Personally, I found this track to be one of the easier ones to race in the wet. For the next corner, when I first ran the track, I was having some trouble with the change in camber as I would get on the accelerator and often lose traction spinning out here. Do keep that in mind. Through this blind corner, take care not to turn in too early and try the wider line as I do here. I find it worked great in both the wet and dry. Be sure to cut the chicanes here as much as your car will allow. Track limits are very generous and can save you a lot of time. For the final 2 corners, I couldn't establish whether first or second were the best options. In the wet, I found second to be the most reliable option. In summary, I believe that the Kunos team have produced a spectacular track DLC. Donington Park has been recreated with care and precision. The track also performs well on my system. To answer your question, yes. Get the British DLC pack if you have not. It's absolutely great. The new tracks are highly detailed. Mixed class racing has also been long overdue, and for that reason alone it should make it worth it. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I have covered the other 2 tracks already if you're interested in seeing those reviews. There's plenty more Assetto Corsa Competizione content coming, so subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss out. Until next time, cheers.